For decades, the United States and Russia have raced against one another to develop increasingly powerful missiles, capable of entering Earth's orbit and crossing oceans to strike their targets. In more recent years, China has joined this race through rapid military modernization. So far, no missiles have flown, but the threat is real, and now the US is preparing to do something about it. In a stunning announcement, President Donald Trump revealed that the United States will begin developing a new nationwide air defense system known as the Golden Dome. According to Trump, this system will make America virtually untouchable, neutralizing the long-range missile threats posed by Russia and China. On May the 20th, Trump declared that construction of the Golden Dome is officially underway. He claims the system will be operational in under 3 years and will have a near-perfect interception rate, close to 100%. While ambitious and incredibly expensive, the idea isn't new. In fact, it's something Trump has talked about for years. Just days after taking office again in January, he signed an executive order to build what he called an Iron Dome for America. The May announcement shows that this vision is quickly becoming a reality. Trump promises that once it's built, the Golden Dome will be able to intercept missiles even if they're launched from space or from the other side of the planet. His message is clear. America will no longer be vulnerable to long-range missile attacks. But why now? And what do we actually know so far? According to General Michael Gwetline, the man Trump has appointed to lead the project, the threat is growing rapidly. Gwetline, Vice Chief of Space Operations, explains that adversaries are modernizing fast. They're building nuclear-capable ballistic missiles with multiple warheads, hypersonic missiles that travel at speeds of 6,000 miles per hour, radar-evading cruise missiles, stealth submarines, and even space-based weapons. The US, he says, must act now. China recently hinted that it may already have hypersonic missiles capable of Mach 20, launchable from space or Earth. Russia, too, is advancing fast. Since 2018, it has worked on at least 3 different hypersonic systems, with some either operational or nearly so. For the US, this is an unacceptable risk. Trump's response is the Golden Dome, a system that will reportedly cost around $175 billion over the next 3 years. That's about 1/5 of the country's annual defense budget. The first $25 billion is part of Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill Act, which also includes sweeping reforms to taxes and immigration. Still, experts warn that the real cost could rise to over $540 billion over the next 2 decades, when operations, maintenance, and upgrades are included. But how exactly will this system work? Currently, there are 3 proposed architectures: small, medium, and large-scale systems. Each one would combine ground-based missile interceptors with a new space-based layer of defense. Trump hasn't publicly revealed which version he's chosen, but Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has renamed the options as silver, gold, and platinum tiers, suggesting the Golden Dome might be the middle option. Space-based interceptors will be critical. These weapons would strike enemy missiles in their earliest stage, the boost phase. That's the short period after launch, when the missile's engines are firing and it's easiest to detect. Destroying a missile during this phase prevents it from reaching orbit and releasing multiple warheads. But it's not easy. The boost phase is short, and interceptors would need to act fast, likely striking missiles while they're still over enemy territory. General Chance Saltzman, Chief of Space Operations, says the US is developing interceptors specifically for this purpose. They've got to be fast, they've got to be accurate, he said. Saltzman also emphasized the need for a new satellite network to detect missile launches in real time and guide interceptors to their targets. This is where Elon Musk may come in. Reuters reported that SpaceX is currently the frontrunner to build the satellite constellation that will support the Golden Dome. The system may include between 400 and 1,000 surveillance satellites and another 200 attack satellites. potentially armed with lasers or missiles. Musk's companies are reportedly working alongside Palantir, which provides advanced software, and drone manufacturer Anduril. These firms would handle software, sensors, and possibly the ground-based components of the system. Interestingly, there's talk of a subscription model, meaning the US may pay Musk's companies for access rather than outright ownership of the technology. On the ground, sensors and drone-based systems will help detect and intercept threats like cruise missiles and low-flying drones. The goal is to create a multi-layered defense, combining existing systems with new technology to stop any incoming projectile before it can reach American soil. This is similar in concept to Israel's layered defense, which includes Iron Dome, David's Sling, Arrow 2, and Arrow 3. The Golden Dome will also feature an open architecture. This means multiple contractors can contribute, and the system can be upgraded quickly. The US won't be tied to one vendor, which could allow for faster innovation and adaptation as new threats emerge, and the threats are numerous. The Defense Intelligence Agency recently released a report detailing the full scope of what the Golden Dome will need to stop. That includes hypersonic missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles, submarine-launched ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and fractional orbital bombardment systems. Nations like North Korea and Iran are also in focus, as both have shown missile capabilities or ambitions that could soon reach the US. Even America's allies are taking notice. Canada is reportedly in talks to join the Golden Dome program. According to both Trump and Canada's Prime Minister's office, discussions are underway about integrating the new system into NORAD and sharing resources. Trump suggested Canada may help fund the project, especially given its recent $6 billion commitment to early warning radar systems with Australia. For now, America's enemies, especially Russia and China, are watching closely. If Trump is right, and the Golden Dome becomes operational within 3 years, then the strategic calculus changes entirely. Countries aiming missiles at the US will face a difficult decision: attack now before the system is ready, or hold off and risk seeing their arsenals rendered obsolete. What do you think? Can the US really pull this off? Will the Golden Dome change global security forever, or is it just another lofty defense dream?